You know, much of your success as an online business, especially with guitars, will depend on your domain name. The owner of two great guitar domain names has contacted me and he has them for sale. Those two domain names are guitarbuyers.com and cashforguitars.com. Call or email them at the contact information listed on that page, and they will give you 20% off the purchase price. In addition, they'll work with you to make payments if that's what you need. Again, that's guitarbuyers.com and cashforguitars.com. Hey guys, I got something really cool going on. This is a fantastic opportunity for actually you and I to meet and for you to hear some incredibly cool music. On Tuesday, October 1st, the Nashville guitar community is putting on a tremendous show of some of the top players. Pat Bergeson is going to be there. I had him on the show. He was mentored by Chet. Andy Wood, who's like lightning dangerous, also another guy that was on the show, plays mandolin, guitar, acoustic. He's a wizard. Darren Favorite, who's also on this show, second or third generation Nashville player. Matthew Lee, he actually runs a Nashville guitar community, along with Paul Johnson and John Stazella, and he is such a tremendous player. Meg Williams, up-and-coming blues star, and Terrence Downing, solid player, rocking in Nashville as well. So it's only $15 to get into this event. Again, it's Tuesday night, October 1st. The doors open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 7. It's going to be at the Analog Room at the Hutton Hotel in Nashville, and I think that's on West End Avenue. Tons of gear giveaways from Wampler, Eminent Speakers, GuitarEFX.com, BTPA Cables, Lucky Dog Guitars, Groon Guitar Store, Morgan Amps, and Von Scow. Pre-sale tickets, go to the Nashville Community Group on Facebook, and they'll have something for you there. And they also have videos of previous performers at this show on their YouTube channel. The other really cool thing is these guys have been kind enough to invite me to be the guest MC of the event, and I will certainly love to meet you. If you listen to the show, please come up, say hello. It's going to be a great night. Tons of cool guests, really good musicians. So come on down. Show starts at 7 at the Analog Room at the Nashville Hutton Hotel. All right, I will see you Tuesday night, October 1st. Be there. Aloha. If you want to buy or sell a home or investment property and you're here in the Tampa Bay area, in Hillsborough, Pinellas, or Pasco counties, then listen up. West Florida Real Estate is a local residential real estate broker that's helped over 250 Bay Area homeowners buy and sell their properties in the last 4 years alone. If you're looking to sell, you'll want to get their free report, The 7 Biggest Mistakes Homeowners Make When Hiring a Realtor. And if you're looking to buy a property, you definitely want to get your hands on the 21 Most Expensive Mistakes Tampa Home Buyers Make When Buying a Home. Each one of these reports is going to save you time and money. Inside, you'll discover the 7 most important things to consider when hiring a realtor, what to do if you're buying and selling a home at the same time, and the danger of choosing a realtor who agrees with everything you say. To get your hands on these free reports, head on over to westfloridarealestate.com. That's westfloridarealestate.com. If you're a business owner and you want to increase your cash flow, or if you're a label or artist and you want to promote new music, then listen up. For information about advertising on Everyone Loves Guitar, including information on geographically targeted ads, go to everyonelovesguitar.com/advertise. That's everyonelovesguitar.com/advertise. Hey, this is Craig. If you like this show and you want to support it and you want to keep it free, head on over to everyonelovesguitar.com/support. That's everyonelovesguitar.com/support. Hey, everybody, this is Craig Garber. Welcome to Everyone Loves Guitar. We have a repeat guest and a friend of mine, a friend of the show, one of my favorite guitar players and one of my favorite bands, has another project he works in with Christian Carlsson from the Quill, and also his another project he's in called Circus Prutz, which is where the Quill is more like a psychedelic hard rock band. And these guys are out of Sweden. Circus Prutz is like a very cool blues boogie band with hard rock bass. And Christian's doing vocals. I didn't even know that, man. I just found out. So
that was a surprise.
It was, though, because the vocals are great, and I just didn't know you sang, man. I was like, holy shit, that's fantastic. So, and I would encourage you to go back and listen to Christian's original interview. It was great. He's been the guitar player for the the Swedish, as I said, the hard rock psychedelic blues band, the Quill, for the last 23 years. He's also the guitar player in this side project called Circus Prutz, and they have a new album out. It's called White Jazz, Black Magic. And if you've never listened to them, I want to turn you on to them today. It's spelled Cirkus, Circus in Sweden, Pritz, and it's Prutz. But if you just look up Cirkus, I'm pretty sure you'll get Circus Pritz coming up. Tell me about Circus Pritz, Christian. You've released 2 albums in the last 2 years. How long have you guys been together, and what, I guess, prompted you to start the project in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, the band started in like 2011 by Mr. Pritz, the band leader, bass player Jerry Pritz, and his fellow drummer who had been playing together for lots of years in different bands, and now they started, let's make a boogie blues band and go out to play some restaurants, pizzeria, small venues in the local area, and that's what they did for a couple of years. And Jerry, being a very good booking agent for the band himself, the gigs started to come very, very often. And the previous guitar player got kind of fed up. I can't do this anymore. This is taking too much time from the everyday life. And I knew Jerry from a while ago. He's also a very famous, what do you call him? A journalist. He writes news magazines, interviews, and reviews of albums. The regular music journalist. And he'd been doing stuff with the Quill, interviewing us and reviewing our albums. And I mean, we knew each other pretty good. And he said, hey, Christian, our guitar player is quitting the band, but we got a new one coming up in 3 months. So, but would you be interested in filling up this spot for over the summer? We have like 10 shows or something. And I thought, yeah, why not? I mean, I like the blues, and the Quill was not that active during that period, and I thought, yeah, I can do it. It's fun. It's fun to go out play for an audience, and just be the band thing. And then it was a lot of fun. I learned the songs, and then after the summer, the guys, eye to eye said, this is really good. You can't quit this band. The other guy ain't coming. You have to be the new member.
That's
and
great.
I thought, yeah, I enjoy this. This is really fun. I can do it. You have to know that the Quill is my first priority always. So. Yeah, but we were cool with that, so no problem. And things kept going on, and we played hundreds of shows here in Sweden.
Really?
From living rooms to the biggest festivals. So it's been a lot of activity on the live scene here. I think I played more shows with Circus Pritz than with the Quill the last couple of years.
Wow.
So Yeah, I'm busy.
Were you singing from day one?
No, actually not. The other guitar player was singing most of the songs. And after 1 year, he also quit. So it was me and Jerry and the drummer. And we had to find a new guitar player who could sing, and we didn't. We found guitar players who didn't sing, so I had to take more of the vocals, but I didn't mind. It's fun.
Dude, your voice is great. I was shocked when you said it was you, because I just didn't know that you sang.
No, I sang in local blues bands over the years from now and then when there was time, and hey, it's fun. I like it a lot.
Well, you do it great, man. So it's I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, man. It really sounds good.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, here we are, and we did we wrote some original songs to combine with all the cover material when you play, 3-4 sets, 30, 40 songs sometimes as a blues band, and then after a while we have like 10, 15 songs of our own. Let's go to the studio and record them. And we did that, so just over the weekend. Just no intentions of making anything that more than let's have some recordings we can send out to booking agents like that. And then we thought, yeah, why not just make a CD of it? And that's what we did with the previous album. And we had more songs. We write songs all the time. It's fun, That's what I do, write songs. And we started to record this new album in a studio in Stockholm where Franco, the other guitar player, lives. And it turned out really, really good. And we thought, maybe we should take this a bit more serious and try to see if we can find a record label or something. And I just sent over a couple of songs to the Quill record label, to the manager there, and just explained, I got this side project. We're just doing this blues boogie rock for fun. If you're interested to hear it, it would be nice for me to know what do you think about it. And he replied immediately, "Oh, this is great. We want to release it. How many songs have you got?" And we were like, "What?" Yeah, and here we are with a new album, 10 songs. Yeah, it's great.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played?
Everything happened by accident. There's no big plan or anything. So,
which is great. Things fall into place like that sometimes.
Yeah, there's never any disappointments because we haven't expected anything. So everything that's happened is just, wow, that's cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played shows where both bands, Circus Prutz and the Quill, are on the same card?
No, we haven't. We have talked about it actually, but it hasn't happened yet. We'll see.
I've actually spoken to a number of players who have side projects, and many times, they open up for their, their their main band with their side project. So I would bet this is going to happen at some point in time. Has to, I'm sure, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Absolutely. I never ask about titles because everybody asks about titles, but White Jazz, Black Magic is kind of cool. What is that from?
Yeah, that's from Jerry's mind. But White Jazz is a novel from some.
Okay.
I can't remember actually, but it also is. It's the label that the Swedish band Helicopters released their albums.
Okay.
It's connected with a distributor called Sound Pollution, who are distributing our albums as well. So it's kind of a homage to that Swedish rock scene and those who support that. And Black Magic is kind of voodoo, blues, Zydeco, and it was a nice combination.
Yeah, it is. It's a great Black Magic combo with the White Jazz is very good, man. I like that. Hey, I want to talk about a couple of the songs on the record that I really like. You have a song called Blues for Fallen Brother. It's a really pretty instrumental, very soulful. Yeah. And I was curious, what guitar are you playing on there and what effects do you have on that?
Well, actually, I just play what I play 99% of all the time. It's my orange Thunderverb amp with the orange PPC 412 cab, And then I play my 89 Gibson Les Paul standard. It's no thrills, just tuning the guitar up and adjusting the amp to the right amount of gain and distortion, and then just so you can create the dynamics with the pick and your fingers. That's what I do.
Your tone, man, is always so great. Your overdrive is perfect, man. It's just always sounds great, man. Your playing is, I'm such a big fan of your playing. It's great, man. Then you have a song, you're welcome. Then you have a song called Hats and Strats. Are you actually playing a Strat?
No.
I was like,
Franco, the other guitar player, plays the Strats. Yeah, but it's funny actually, because that expression "hats and strats," it's I don't know. It's everyone maybe is familiar with that in the US, but I never heard of it. And we got a friend here in Sweden, one of the most well-known blues guitar players from a band called Sky High. They've been around since the 70s. And we're doing a lot of shows with those guys and got to know them really well. And then we talked about, in the beginning of the 80s when Stevie Ray Vaughan and there was a big boom of modern blues, that Texas stuff. And then he said, yeah, all of a sudden there was just new guitar players everywhere, and everyone was playing a Stratocaster and had a funny hat. And that was the expression came around, oh, just another hats and strats guy. And we thought, yeah, we've seen a lot of them here in Sweden as well. People who, they spend fortunes on the right guitar and the right effect pedal, and they have exactly the right hat and the right costume, and they look like Ron Wood or Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah. But you just talk about it in the local pub all the time. They never go out to play. You just act like
same thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
And that's why let's write a song talking about those guys.
Hats and strats.
Yeah.
It's a really good time change in that song. I really like how it slows down. And then like the last 90 seconds, is that you, that solo at the end there?
Yeah, that's me just going crazy.
But it's not like what you play with the Quill. It was very different.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah. That was really cool to hear you stretching out like that, which sounded great, but nothing like what you're normally doing, man.
No. I mean, when you got the blues rhythms and the blues structure of the songs, then you find other melodies. I find, there's more coming into the playing, and I like to experiment with that a bit. Go between the minor and the major scales, and try to find those bends that goes from from the minor to major.
Sure.
Third. I mean, and when you listen to those old blues players, it's really interesting. I guess a lot of them didn't know anything about what scale they were playing in. They were just playing the notes that sounded great.
Yeah.
And it becomes very interesting, and and that time change is pretty nice as well. We're going from a 4/4 to a 6/8, but keeping the like the hi-hat is still the same, but you change to go down from 4/4 to 6/8.
Yeah.
It's really difficult, and then we try to play a lick in the same boom bum.
Yeah.
Kind of tricky.
But the change was great. The way you slowed the time change really made the whole song. I really enjoyed that.
I think it's really cool actually.
What's your favorite song on the record, if you have one?
it changes, but when we put Leave Me Alone together, the first opening track, when we got that together, I thought, oh, this is good. This is the direction that we, heavy shuffle groove and straightforward. But we got it's quite a wide spectrum, I think. So, yeah, from that instrumental Blues for Fallen Brothers to that heavy shuffle, and also those 16 grooves that ZZ Top does a lot. That really funky groove with some riffing. Yeah, so I like one of those songs, the first song on this second side, or song number 6, Hell to Pay.
Hell to Pay Hot, yeah.
I like that very much. It's almost hard rock, but it's a new structure, but it's a heavy rock riff.
Yeah, that was one. There was 4 songs on the record I really like. I mean, I like the whole record, but Blues for Fallen Brother, Hell to Pay Hot, and then the last 2, Hats and Strats and Zombie Stomp. I like them. Those are my favorite songs on the record. So.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. You recorded in a proper studio.
Yeah, actually we did. So that was a lot of fun, making it really professional from the beginning.
You're one of the few guys that still does that. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. But as I remember we talked about this last time. We talked about the Quill. You guys go into the studio and you do it. You're all together, and I often wonder, is that why I'm personally attracted to some of the music you put out? Because I think it's got to be. I don't play in a band, but it's got to be different when you're all together in a studio versus sending in tracks, I would think. No?
Yeah. It's a big difference. Yeah, I think so. I mean, when we record both the Quill albums and this Circus Pritz album, it's pretty much the same. The drummer is behind the glass window, and we sit behind the mixing desk with the speakers, and we have plugged in everything and have the amps out in different rooms, or just and then we play along so we can look at each other and nod when the disc breaks, or when things we have to remember, all right, this one comes up, oh yeah, everyone's there, and that gets a certain feeling to it, I guess.
Well, plus you guys all, like in the Quill, obviously, and in this band, it sounds like you're all good friends with musically and outside, pretty tight with one another. And that chemistry's got to just support everybody else in what you're doing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we played so much together, and when we play with Circus Prutz, we do live shows. I mean, the arrangements of the songs are pretty loose. When we play a song, it can be 3 verses or 6 verses, or the solo can be 1 or 3 verses long, and we just look at each other and nod, now it's the time for the solo, and we try to keep that in the studio as well. I mean, that that edge to it.
It sounds great.
I mean, if the song is 1 verse longer, it's not that was wrong. It was too long. Doesn't matter. I had a feeling. Let's go for another round. And everyone's into it. So it's the same with the Quill.
That's great. That's great. It had that same exciting vibe to it, and it's a blues band, man. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
There's no rules.
No.
Rules in blues. Albert King didn't have any rules, right?
No.
Any chance we'll see a tour of Circus Pritz and the Quill in the U.S.?
Yeah, I would love that. I have no idea how we can make that happen, but why not?
it's just, you know, do you know the Orange Goblin?
Yeah, yeah.
So they came over here recently, and they've been coming over. They're as old as the Quill. They've been around like 24, 25 years.
Yeah.
And like 2 days before, their drummer got a notice that they wouldn't let him over because of something with the visa. He never had any problems. He's not a criminal. He's same as he was the last time. Nothing's changed. So they had to come over to the States. They had like 5 or 6 shows without their drummer. How weird. I mean, it's just it's like, you know, you're picking on, it's upsetting to hear that, because it's not like you're coming over here and like, you're making music, man. That's such a good, positive thing.
Stealing anyone's jobs or making a revolution or anything.
I know. It's like you're making people money. You're supporting clubs and like people. It's like a good, positive, happy thing. And it's just like, I don't understand any of this, man. It's really confusing.
It's really difficult. Yeah, and it makes you skeptic as well. You know, should we try to arrange a US tour, and then with everything that comes with it, and then 2 days before the show, or maybe at the airport now?
Yes.
And
yeah. And plus the money it takes to put that together.
Yeah.
You know,
all the working visas and stuff.
I was Truck Fighters came here, or they're here now, or they were just here. I was really surprised that they came.
Yeah, I think they were just
recently.
Yeah,
it was interesting. I was glad to see that, but you know, it's just so tough for everybody to come. The record is available on Spotify, Apple, all major outlets to stream and buy. And I do have actually quite a few listeners in Sweden. So I'd really like it. My guys listening in Sweden, please, if you're not already supporting Circus Prutz or the Quill, please make it a point to check these guys out. They're great bands, and Christian's a phenomenal, just an amazing guitarist, man. He doesn't play any wrong notes. He's got a great groove, and he's a great blues guitarist, whether he's playing with the Quill or with Circus Prutz. Again, the name of the album is White Jazz, Black Magic. The name of the band is Circus Pritz, Cirkus. Pritz is P-R-U. Is that you or you with a umlaut? Is that what they call it? On top of it?
With the dots on it. Yeah.
With the 2 dots. And they had P-R-U-T-Z, and they have their first album is also great. It's called All for the Boogie and the Blues. The covers of these are cool. I like this new cover, man, with the skull on it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, really nice.
Great band. If you love blues, and obviously check out the Quill, one of my all-time favorite bands. They've been around. They don't make any bad songs. Shows in Sweden. Christian said they'll be playing a bunch of shows in Sweden just to support the record, I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course.
And you could find that on their Facebook page. Again, it's Circus Pritz, Cirkus Prutz. Anything else, man? Any messages for your fans or anything like that?
No, I'm just happy to be where I am, to be able to play music, and that people are interested in hearing it, and I just love it. And thank you for being here on this great show. I'm really amazed.
Oh, no, man, it's my pleasure. Man, you're one of the guys, like, and I said this to you last time when I started this show, there's like a list of players. I said, man, if I can get some of because you're my hero, guitar. I mean, I've been listening to you for 15 years. I mean, so it's like, you know, when I get to talk to someone that you've already moved me emotionally so much, it's like, you know, it's a pleasure, it's an honor for me to like, wow, that's really cool, you know, to get a connection and to learn about you, you know, behind the guitar, so to speak. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Everybody, please make sure you check out the Quill and Circus Prutz. I'm sorry, I keep messing up. Cirkus Prutz. This is why Americans don't speak anything but English, because we are not capable. We're not capable of it. And Christian Carlson, Carlsson. Listen to anything that he's on, because he's a phenomenal guitar player. And thank you, man. Thank you for coming on again. And the Quill is working on a new record, so Christian will be on again after that comes out. I'm really excited about that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this, please share it on your social media channels. We appreciate your support. Please, first of all, thanks very much to Christian Carlsson for taking the time on here. Please support Christian's music. Get these guys over to the States. All you booking agents and listening to this, these guys are awesome. There's a bunch of cool bands in Sweden, and you got to bring these guys over as one of them. Make sure you go to everyonelovesguitar.com, sign up to get on our newsletter list so you and I can connect. And most important, remember that happiness is a choice, so choose wisely. Be nice, go play your guitar, and have fun. Till next time, peace and love, everybody. I'm out. Christian, thank you again for everything.